Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to my channel. Hello, dear viewers. Get ready to expand your horizons as we delve into Boys Hot Springs, California. Boys Hot Springs, also called Boys Springs or The Springs, is a census-designated place CDP in Sonoma Valley, Sonoma County, California, United States. The population was 6,215 people at the 2020 census. Resorts in Boys Hot Springs, Verano, Fetters Hot Springs, and Agua Caliente were popular health retreats for tourists from San Francisco and points beyond until the middle of the 20th century because of the geothermic hot springs that still well up from deep within the earth. In the following segment, we'll be examining history in greater detail. The area was first occupied by indigenous peoples, who discovered and used the hot springs that the area is named after. Under Mexican rule, in July 1840, Lazaro Pia was deeded 50,000 acres as Rancho Agua Caliente. Sometime in 1849, Thaddeus M. Leavenworth acquired 320 acres of the rancho in what became present-day Agua Caliente, Fetters Hot Springs, Boys Hot Springs, and part of Maxwell Farm. In 1889, property was being sold in the area as being near the celebrated old Indian medicine spring. Henry Ernest Boys discovered hot springs in 1895 in the central part of the area. He and his wife called the area Agua Rica and started the Boys Hot Springs Hotel, now the site of the Fairmont Sonoma Mission Inn and Spa. The area became popular with tourists, with over 70,000 visiting each year. A railroad serviced the area during this period. A wildfire in September 1923 destroyed the settlement. During the Great Depression, the area's tourism business stopped and the hotel closed. During that period, the Oakland Oaks and San Francisco Seals did their spring training in Boys Hot Springs. Tourism became the region's main economic focus again later in the years. Then during World War I it was taken over by the United States Navy, who sent sailors to the area for recreation. Railroad service stopped in 1942. Today, the area is primarily residential with a large Latino population. Boys Hot Springs is part of an area called The Springs, which also includes Fetters Hot Springs and Agua Caliente. Brace yourself for an enlightening exploration of geography as we dive into its profound implications. According to the United States Census Bureau, the CDP has a total area of 1.1 sq, all land. Boys Hot Springs is known for and named after the hot springs that run 1,100 feet below the surface. Today, the springs are accessible through the Fairmont Hotel and Spa located in the area. The springs run at 135 degrees. In the next phase, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of transportation and exploring its real-world applications. Sonoma County Transit runs bus services through the Boys Springs area. Brace yourself for a deep dive into climate as we explore its impact and relevance in our evolving narrative. This region experiences hot and dry summers, with average summer temperatures between 85 and 110 degrees. According to the climate classification system, Boys Hot Springs has a warm summer Mediterranean climate, abbreviated XP on climate maps. With our curiosity piqued, let's embark on a dedicated exploration of 2020 and its fascinating intricacies. The 2020 United States Census reported that Boys Hot Springs had a population of 6,215. The population density was 5,863.2 sq. The racial makeup of Boys Hot Springs was 49.9% white, 0.3% African American, 1.8% Native American, 2.4% Asian, 0.3% Pacific Islander, 23.3% from other races, and 22% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 47.6% of the population. The census reported that 99.9% of the population lived in households, 0.1% lived in non-institutionalized group quarters, and no one was institutionalized. There were 2,306 households, out of which 32% included children under the age of 18. 45.5% were married couple households, 9.1% were cohabiting couple households, 28.5% had a female householder with no partner present, and 16.9% had a male householder with no partner present. 24.7% of households were one person, and 11.8% were one person aged 65 or older. The average household size was 2.69. There were 1,511 families, 65.5% of all households. The age distribution was 22.3% under the age of 18, 8% aged 18 to 24, 26.8% aged 25 to 44, 26.1% aged 45 to 64, and 16.9% who were years of age or older. The median age was years. For every 100 females, there were 100.1 males. There were 2,478 housing units at an average density of 2,337.7 mi, of which 2,306 93.1% were occupied. Of these, 53.5% were owner-occupied, and 46.5% were occupied by renters. In 2023, the U.S. Census Bureau estimated that the median household income was $89,568, and the per capita income was $43,990. About 10% of families and 10.1% of the population were below the poverty line. Get ready for a captivating exploration as we unravel the layers of 2010 and their profound significance. The 2010 United States Census reported that Boise Hot Springs had a population of 6,656. The population density was 6,286.3 pskmi. The racial makeup of Boise Hot Springs was 4,505, 39.1% white, 48.0.7% African American, 91.4% Native American, 84.1.3% Asian, 90.1% Pacific Islander, 1,674 25.2% from other races, and 245 3.7% from two or more races. Hispanic or Latino of any race were 6,784 persons, 67.7%. The census reported that 99.9% of the population lived in households and 0.1% lived in non-institutionalized group quarters. There were 2,322 households, out of which 888 38.2% had children under the age of 18 living in them, 1,082 46.6% were opposite-sex married couples living together, 267 11.5% had a female householder with no husband present, 162 7% had a male householder with no wife present. There were 198.2% unmarried opposite-sex partnerships, and 28.1% same-sex married couples or partnerships. 598 households, 25.8% were made up of individuals, and 195 8.4% had someone living alone who was 65 years of age or older. The average household size was 2.86. There were 1,511 families, 65.1% of all households. The average family size was 3.46. The population was spread out, with 1,763 people, 26.5% under the age of 18, 654 people, 9.8% aged 18 to 24, 1,957 people, 29.4% aged 25 to 44, 1,664 people, 25% aged 45 to 64, and 618 people, 9.3% who were 65 years of age or older. The median age was 34 years. For every 100 females, there were 103.3 males. For every 100 females age 18 and over, there were 104 males. There were 2,508 housing units at an average density of 2,368.7 SCNI, of which 53.7% were owner-occupied and 46.3% were occupied by renters. The homeowner vacancy rate was 1.6%. The rental vacancy rate was 3.6%. 46.6% of the population lived in owner-occupied housing units and 53.3% lived in rental housing units. The spotlight now falls on economy as we delve deeper into its details. Historically, tourism has been a major economic factor for the area, focusing around the attraction of the naturally occurring hot springs. The springs were not only used for bathing, but also for bottling. Electricity ran bottling plants, which bottled carbonated and still water for consumption. Let's now enter the realm of tourism and food and discover the fascinating stories it has to tell. Boys Hot Springs is the site of the third Fairmont Hotel and Resort property in Northern California, the Fairmont Sonoma Mission Inn and Spa. The high-end hotel is located on a historic hotel site that served as a popular getaway for tourists in the years who used the hot springs located in the area. The spa on site uses the hot springs that the area is named after. The Italian restaurant Mary's Pizza Shack opened its first restaurant in Boys Hot Springs. Boys Hot Springs is also known for having one of the first Michelin Guide star rated restaurants in the area, Sant, which is located in the Fairmont. In this section, we'll be shedding light on government and its impact on our understanding of the subject. In the California State Legislature, Boys Hot Springs is in. In the United States House of Representatives, Boys Hot Springs is in. In the next portion, we'll be immersing ourselves in the realm of education and examining its broader implications. The school district is Sonoma Valley Unified School District. Now, it's time to shift gears and explore notable people. Shotzi Gorman, tattoo artist, painter, sculptor and poet. Duffy Lewis, Major League outfielder, chiefly with the Boston Red Sox. Stay connected and join our community by subscribing and following me on other platforms.